So hello, my name is Jovan Spencer. I am doing a project on self-made. This is my loving mother, Keisha Walker. Okay. 3 facts about me is that I love to play the guitar. I have a condition called alopecia areata, and in the future, I want to become a paramedic. My definition of being self-made is becoming successful by your own riches, by your own ideas, and not using someone else's ideas. For example, if someone wants to steal someone's ideas or plans and make profit off that, they're not self-made. Why I believe I'm self-made is that I I use other people's. So the reason I believe I'm self-made is because I look up to people like Jimi Hendrix, who was a left-handed guitarist, who was forced to play right-handed guitar, but he wanted to play left-handed so much that he had a right-handed guitar and he rearranged the strings so it could become a left-handed guitar. And that much thought into doing something that you wanted to do inspired me to wanting to do something. And I started to play the guitar based on Jimi Hendrix. Other people like Jerry Garcia and people, other guitarists who it was hard for them to adapt to playing the guitar because Jerry Garcia had cut off his fingers and he still was able to become a guitarist. And I look up to people like Slash, who was an awesome guitarist, and I liked his solos a lot. So I wanted to become a guitarist based off how music makes me feel and based off how good they were. Malcolm X was a Muslim. He was the highest ranks in the Nation of Islam, and he was a popular civil rights movement. He didn't start out to be that. Before he was a thief and he was a criminal, and then when he went to jail, he discovered that how illiterate he was and how uneducated he was. So what he did was that he looked up to people like Elijah Muhammad, and he rewrote the dictionary and like he did everything that he wanted to do to become literate, and he also studied the way to become a Muslim. In doing so, after he came out of jail, he was very popular and he accomplished many great things. Layla Ali is another person who is self-made because she chose to become a boxer of her own reasons. She was inspired by her father to become a boxer, and her father didn't actually approve of her becoming a boxer because he didn't want her daughter to get what he had. He didn't want her to get concussions. He didn't want her to get the disease that he had, and her husband didn't want her to be beaten up, and he didn't want her children. He didn't want their children to not see their mother every day. But she still went to go do boxing, and she performed really well. And yeah. Mm-hmm. Conclusion: the things and people I have learned about this past couple months help me understand that I can do whatever I want to if I put my mind to it. Malcolm X mainly taught me this lesson because by turning from a criminal to a well respected civil rights leader. And since that, what I mean by like putting everything, what I mean by like whatever I put my mind to, is that no matter like what outcome and what obstacles that you go through, you have to overcome them. Just like how Jerry Garcia overcome them, and just like how Jimi Hendrix overcome them. They both had certain obstacles that provoked them for becoming the typical guitarist that they wanted to be, but they also become a guitarist by overcoming those obstacles.